Next up, 4:25 p.m. Eastern. This one's fascinating. Carolina Panthers 4-8, 0-5 on the road. This team has not traveled well this year. Seattle Seahawks 7-5, 3-2 at home. Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington, 39 Fahrenheit, cold in the Pacific Northwest, mostly cloudy, 4 miles per hour. Panthers coming in off their bye week. Let's see what we are dealing with. Steve Wilkes done a nice job, man. Done a nice job. Let's see what we're dealing with. This opened up with the Panthers +6, and it's already dropped to 3.5. Now that 3.5 plus money, so maybe it's a 4. Wow, big move towards the Panthers. This total at 43.5, slightly juiced to the under. It's now slightly juiced to the over. Sky Dragon says Seattle -3.5, tying stuff into Seattle money line all week. I can understand that. They've given Carolina slight line value. 3,447 tickets in, 42% of tickets, 83% of cash on Sam Darnold and the Panthers. 54% of the tickets, 98% of the cash on the over. And the over is taking 4 cents. That's it, just 4 cents. Interesting. All right, quick breakdown here for Andy. Panthers coming off their bye week. They were last seen in that impressive 23-10 win over the Broncos at home. I know it is the Broncos. Darnold, season debut, 11-19, 164 yards and a touchdown, no picks. DJ Moore caught 4 for 103. Donta Foreman ran 24 times for 113, but their difficulties on third down continue. It doesn't matter who's under center. They're last in the league, 27% conversion rate on third down. And even Broncos are good defense, and they were 2 for 12 against the Broncos. But Carolina's defense limited Wilson to 142 yards passing, 19-35, sacked him 3 times. Pro Bowl defensive end Brian Burns was big, 2 sacks, forced fumble, tip pass, line of scrimmage. Wilkes is building a case to become the head coach here. He is 3-4 since he took over, but again, they've been very bad, very, very bad on the road. Their offensive line is starting to look really good. Bradley Bozeman, Austin Corbett, Ike Ekwonu, they've really allowed Foreman or whoever is running the ball to look good. Xavier Woods, their safety, left last Sunday's game with the knee injury, so we don't know at this point because they entered the bye week. We don't know, but they're going to get a bunch of players back. They're going to get defensive tackle Matt Ioannidis with the calf injury. They're going to get back their safety Miles Hartsfield with the ankle injury, and they're going to get linebacker Corey Littleton. So they're all expected to be back on the field. Now, defensively, the Panthers allow 34.7 fewer yards, 3.1 fewer points, and offensively, though, Seattle's offense is just much, much better. 360.9 yards per game, 26.5 points compared to Carolina's 291.3 and 19.2 points. Seahawks snapped their 2-game losing streak with a 27-23 win at the Rams. Geno Smith threw the TD pass to DK Metcalf with 36 seconds left. He looked very good. He's just career high, 367 yards, 3 touchdowns, did throw a pick. Seahawks put up 438 yards of offense. Ty Lockett, 9 catches for 128. DK Metcalf, 8 for 127 and a touchdown. But they lose Kenneth Walker to an ankle injury in the first half. They've already lost Rashad Penny, of course, for the season with the broken leg. So it looks like it'll be DJ Dallas and Tony Jones Jr. if Walker is unavailable. Nwosu was a beast, 2 sacks, 3 quarterback hits. Cody Barton and Tariq Woolen had interceptions. And Josh Jones was ruled out with the hamstring injury. And Ryan Neal has a bursa sack issue on his knee. So there are some injury issues for Seattle, and Carolina's fresh. I'm interested that Dennis is backing a lot to the Seattle money line here. I can't wait to hear your take on this game. Panthers, Seahawks. Andy, take it away.
I think the market's finally where it should be, and both of these teams needed heavy adjustments. Seattle because they were so underrated by the market early on, and Carolina because of just a bunch of changes in the roster, and not only that, but the coaching staff, obviously. So, I truthfully, these numbers are good. Like, this is where this should be. The Panthers have taken a nice step up on both sides of the ball with the change in coaching. Like, with Rule, there were times where they were my bottom-ranked team in the league. That's not the case. It's still a bad offense if you look at it through a full sample of the entire season. But if you just start looking at it through the lens of maybe like the last 5-6 weeks, I think where I have it that they're coming closer to the pack. It's still not good, but it's not like an outlier down there with Houston at the way back end of the chart. So it's a pass for me here. I think I'd like to see Seattle win. It'll be interesting to see how this divisional race comes down to it with the the Niners clearly handicapped by their top 2 quarterbacks now out. They're still like minus 300 to win the division at some places. They got one more win. They've got, the head-to-head win versus Seattle, and they have yet to drop an NFC West game. But still, to do it with Purdy will be quite the trick.
I wonder if I should hedge. I've got the Niners from the beginning of the year at nice plus price. I wonder if I should just put a little bit on the Seahawks just so I don't have to go through this.
I think you could, if you wanted to hedge that, you might actually just bet the Seahawks when they play each other. Like take the Seahawks. You could middle it a little. Take the Seahawks in the points in the Niners matchup.
That's a great idea. No, that's a great idea. Birdie says this game comes down to who's a better defense. The category is not even close. Seattle's running on 6 week ago results. Panthers are a gift getting points. Wow. Panthers are a gift getting points. I mean, God, you'd want to have got that. At 3.5, I can't take the Panthers here, I don't think. But wow, amazing to hear that it's a gift at this point. And Papa Kyle says next week they play on Thursday. God, I'm gonna have to jump on that CMAX stream for sure next Thursday. Panthers, Seahawks. I've got no look here. I just can't trust the Panthers on the road. It doesn't matter what we've seen from them. It doesn't matter what we've seen from them at home and what Darnold gonna travel well. I don't want anything to do. I guess if I could have got the Panthers at that 6, like a lot of the sharps did, I would feel good about myself. But at 3.5, I've got to lay off of it. Brady says, what other game has dropped 2.5 points? I think we found one. I'll have to go over them here. We've had one, I believe. But that's Panthers, Seahawks, no action for us.